when I was living in Portola Valley, I had a history of being in business and had become really infatuated with this whole idea of women's leadership and the contribution of women to business and to the world. And I knew it was a really high risk in terms of financial support. And I couldn't help but think of one of my friends who had been in Africa, who'd shared a travel log of her experience with African women, and how most of the African women really, they had their grass huts and they had their clothes and that they wore, and that was about it. You know, that it was pretty much what they had on their own bodies that was what they owned. And I just said to myself, well, if they can do it, I can do it. I can stand in their shoes. I didn't have any children. I didn't have anyone relying on me. I could take the risk of being a consultant in this area and developing my expertise. And that's when I made the choice. I was going to go ahead and do this. And it was several years later, after I'd become one of the founders of the Global Women's Leadership Network, that two of the first women to come from Kenya, I believe, no, it was actually Uganda. They came and they brought me a gift of a pair of sandals, some thongs. And, you know, I just broke into tears because I'd been standing in their shoes. Oh. And they brought me their shoes. Mm. And so that was, that, you know, that's what created my life that choice was the turning point. And, you know, I haven't had a life of affluence, but I've had a life of, extraordinary making a difference. And I have a life of love and a great partner, and, you know, we're okay financially. So that's my story.
Oh.
Thank you, Bonita.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I'm still working with women in Africa as well, as, you know.
We have lots more to talk about.